be something good in there. Might be nothing. Never know unless you check.
Fancy meeting you here. Don't suppose my uncle sent you, did he? Ha! Uncle Nethrin pulls through after all. I'm not all right, no. But I will be. They cut me pretty good, and I had to crawl underneath poor Marlin over there. They left us for dead. Poor Marlin. I lost a lot of blood. Couldn't staunch her wound. I managed to crawl over here and bandage myself up, though. Lucky you came along when you did. I was just thinking of making for Raw Car. No. Listen. If you know Uncle, you know why I'm out here. You have to get back the relics they took from this site. I heard them say they were making for Claw's Strike, the local name for an old Khajiiti ruin to the south.
My magic will destroy you!
Though. I'm just looking at the sky.
We're the best!
Okay, so where is the sky showing at?
Split up! Bring the lightning! Yes! Are we going to race? I love harvesting runestones. My magic will destroy you! You have returned. Bright moons be praised. Do you have the relics? This one accepts these bones and relics as a generous gift to the Khajiit and Wood Elf people. Thank you. You have made all of this worth it. When he is able, Nethrin
Why
and
is she talking
Fellery
so
will
slowly?
return to his home forest. We will return the bones of the Wood Elves and the relics, and hopefully bring closure to these long-ago tales. From the past comes hope for the
Yes,
future,
closure.
yes?
Thank you for that.
Go forth from this place with the blessings of the bright moons. We will always remember the honor you did the dead today.
So there is the warrior. Okay. Oh, I see what's going on.
Ooh, got to be something good in there.
By the firmament, I've never seen anything so grand. Fivefold venerations upon you, traveler. What brings you to the Master Tellinger has led us to a very interesting project here. If you'd like more details, speak to Andewan on the north side.
Arbor Dawn Call. I have been wondering why everybody was against me.
damn it, old man. Apologies. That wasn't meant for you. You'd think that I'd be used to
No, no
working
worries,
with
let you
him,
go.
but
Nothing too severe as other people in this school.
once again, I'm out in the field with the great and powerful Tellinger, and once again, he's trying very hard to drive me mad. Would you be willing to lend that crazy old wizard a hand?
Now we got messed up eyes, all sorts of different problems with my bones. All because of a nasty.
We came here to study this old Falanesti site. Unfortunately, a mad cult now controls the tunnels. They've used a set of corruption stones to seal the main entrance. Destroy those stones and you'll gain access to the tunnels. You're a gift from the stars. Once you're in the tunnels, Tellinger should be easy to find. Do whatever it takes to get that old fool out of there. Not unless you're a fan of lectures about the etheric substrate of Nirn, or the building blocks of Oblivion realms. Tellinger is a powerful mage, though. Probably the greatest of our time. If you don't count Guildmaster Vanis. He gets it into his fool head every so often to lead these field excursions. Iliad citadels, Daedric temples, you name the type of ruin. I've almost been killed there. This is a resting site for the great walking city of the Falanesti. Every autumn, the massive tree beast would creak and groan its way across the landscape. Set out roots in the halls of Ica, down there in the tunnels. The greatest green speakers the world has ever seen. They were not satisfied with merely growing the odd village here or there. They wished to craft a perfect fusion of city and forest, one they could show the world.
Would you please fix my vision and these damn eye twitches?
Let's see. No one knows. The city pulled the people that normally...
This reminds me of me back when I was like 13.
Green, keep me safe from madmen and monsters.
Falanesti, cleanse us.
Grace us with your presence.
Got plenty.
Oh, there's a sky shard over here. Let me get it. This is probably one of the most powerful DPS classes. I worked very hard to get this thing up to 35k DPS per second. It's not the best, but it's pretty good for one bar.
Big mistake.
Yeah, big mistake. eyes never stop twitching. It's infuriating, maddening.
Big mistake.
Oh. I thought somebody just war horned me.
We
I'm like,
worship
okay.
you.
Must return.
They're messing with your head.
Ah, I felt something happening up here. Well done. Can't wait to see you inside.
The first thing I saw when I went inside this room were the halls of Apocrypha. That's the thing.
Is it over?
Ah, excellent. Onderwin has finally sent me a stalwart assistant. Why wouldn't I be down here? It's perfectly safe. Are you worried about the Arbadon? They're harmless. A far great... Down in the deeper tunnels. Don't worry, you're here. Actually, your arrival was... Yes, the leader of the Arbadon cult. He was very cross with me, shouting and carrying on. So I transformed him into a more manageable little fowl. It'll wear off after we've gone, but he's much more pleasant to be around now. Sorry, where was I? Of course, the temple. In my haste to excavate some of the older tunnels with earth-moving spells, I uncovered an ancient structure. This whole mess is somewhat... a bit my fault. But I'm not worried. What kind of teacher would I be if you didn't learn something? You'll accompany me down into the temple and we can put an end to... whatever this is. It's through the vine wall on the far side of the main cavern. I'll meet you there.
good to get the blood pumping, right? Ooh,
Fascinating. Curse it. I can't use my hands. Assistant, you'll need to free me.
Alright. I just cleared the Temple of Danger. Oh, there's more danger over here. Okay.
Prince herself in these tunnels, I should have known.
Do be quiet, Artificer. Your companion is far more intriguing. Come, child. Speak with me.
Trust nothing she says, Assistant.
Ah, such a lovely warmth against temple stones. So good to smell pumping blood in these halls again. I am as the Artificer named me, Mephala, web spinner, debaser, and consumer. Have you enjoyed sparring with my newest Death Weavers? Nothing like an empty mind, waiting, yearning for purpose. The lost city, the lost faithful, the great Artificer, all tremble in the web of Mephala. I have no answers for you, child. None that would satisfy you anyway. Now take your Artificer and go. The temple doors are open. You've done your part here today.
My. So the Arbadon cult has been spun into Mephala's web. Fascinating. Worrying, to be sure, but fascinating. It's clear entering the temple was a poor choice. My enthusiasm for discovery has caused problems like this before. I imagine Enderwin would be happy to provide you a list of past occurrences, but I digress. The temple must be resealed. Nothing. Just stand there, Assistant, and observe. Using a novel application for hermetic harmonic resonance, I shall completely seal the temple. Airtight this time, if you will. No allowing Mephala's influence to leak out. This should be the work of a moment. Just need to attune this spell matrix. Mephala, you face Tallinger the Artificer. Learn what it means to snare one such as me in your web.
No! How dare you, mortal!
I am the Artificer, madam. That's why I dare. I believe Mephala's reaction was proof. The temple is sealed. Well done there, I suppose. Oh, Indeed, I'm sure in time the Arbadon will return to themselves. It's a shame we didn't discover where the Falinesti have gone. It may have to remain one of Tamriel's great mysteries. Thank you, Assistant. I'm already beginning to plan our next field mission. I'm thinking one of the Plains of Oblivion. It's been some time since I perused the Saxon Apocrypha, for example. Oh, they'll be quite all right. With the Daedric influence removed, they'll return to their old selves very soon. Actually, that's worth studying. I think I'll leave some students behind to observe their behavior. For all we've learned here, the Falinesti faithful may be a better resource to answer that question, or at least a more entertaining one. Some of their stories are quite fanciful, you know. Oh, they'll be quite all right. With the Daedric influence removed, they'll return to their old self. For all we've learned here, the Falinesti faithful may be a better resource to answer that question, or at least a more entertaining one. Some of their stories are quite fanciful, you know. I'm already beginning to...
This really...
You should buy me a drink,
Alright, let's do some more main quests.
There you are. It's about time you got here. Where have you been? I've been waiting for you to arrive for days now. Hold on. Are you all they sent? Didn't the tribunal send you? Well, no matter. I'm just glad you're here. This is Circa Mora, the Cirque. The Lotus Plague reached us right before the Malborn arrived. They claim they're here to help, but I don't trust them. In all the confusion, I'm embarrassed to admit that I lost track of my brother, Deshaan. He's the town consul. Yesterday he went to check on the townsfolk afflicted by the plague, but he's disappeared. Can you help me find my brother? Someone in town must know what happened to Deshaan. He loves to visit and chat with all of our neighbors. Come on. The sooner we find my brother, the sooner I can start thinking about dealing with the plague. Oh, by Vivek! Where are my manners, of course? That's the least I can do since you agreed to help me find my brother. What would you like to know? As the ranking member of House Redoran in this town, he's more or less the one in charge. He's good at it too. The townsfolk look to him for leadership and advice. And truth be told, so do I. The Malborn. They're a fairly new sect, as far as I can tell. Part mercenary group, part compassionate charity. They've been helping those afflicted by the plague. They showed up here and set up a quarantine, and now they claim they have a cure. They have members from across Morrowind, and they're always looking for new recruits. I heard one of them speak in Kraganmore. Lot of nonsense, if you ask me. Nostrum Breva is in charge at the quarantine, and she's the one handing out the curative. You haven't heard about the Lotus Plague? People get sick, turn violent. Some claim they become monsters, but I haven't seen it. At least not yet. The Malborn have a cure. They promised to fix this. That's why we let them set up their quarantine. Hey, you're going the wrong way! Hey, you're going the wrong way!
Who knew that so many... A letter? I was... Well, what's to understand?
Uncle, are you all right? You look so pale. No wonder my brother wouldn't let me come by to visit.
Don't worry about me. I'll be back on my feet in no time. But what about you? Your brother said that neither of you had taken the curative yet.
Uncle, I'm not sure about these Malborn, and their curative sounds too good to be true, but don't worry about me. Just take care of yourself.
I see Arona has conscripted a new soldier into her private army. Is Deshaan missing? He was by yesterday for a visit. I know he had other stops to make. He did seem concerned about the Malborn, though. Sealing themselves in their quarantine, no longer providing the curative. It made him furious. My niece's visit was more than enough. I feel better already. Besides, I've overcome worse ailments than a queasy stomach and a bad cough. I'll be fine. Well, a good conversation is like a hot bowl of guar liver soup. It soothes the aches that ail you. What did you want to ask? Well, I think it was 12 mornings ago. The day the wild Nix got into the brooding elf's trash receptacles. Nostrum Breva had the quarantine up in a matter of days. Then she started distributing the curative. They call it the Lodos Plague. Maybe Vivek knows where it came from, but I certainly don't. I can tell you that it's going to have to try harder if it really wants to kill me. Or turn me into some kind of monster, if you can believe the stories. Well, I think it was 12 mornings ago. I am a blood kin of House Rederum, if that's what you're asking. More a third cousin twice removed, if you want to be specific. But I've been close to Erona and her family since she and Dethisum were children.
Grell, are you in here?
Brave little scream, do you know how to swim?
By the tribunal! Grell! Poor Grell. What in Oblivion's name happened to him? Let's get out of here. By the three, this place smells terrible.
Oh, look at me. I'm a terrible mess. You really must excuse my dreadful appearance. I haven't been feeling very well lately. By the way, you haven't seen Nostrum Breva, have you? She promised to bring me more of the Malborn curative. Dethisum, the town consul? Such a nice young man. Why, I do recall that he came to see me yesterday. He said he had other townsfolk to check on, but that he would bring me a curative as soon as he could. The curative? Remarkable stuff. Tastes awful, but wipes the plague right out of your system. One of those delightful Malborn gave me one a few days ago. Nostrum Breva, she called herself. But I think I need another dosage.
The sicker people get, the more incoherent they become, and now it looks like the rumors are true. The Lotus Plague does turn people into monsters. I don't think we're ever gonna find my brother. The quarantine. I guess it makes sense that Deshaan would want to go see what the Malborn are doing in there. And I've yet to see any evidence that the curative works. All right. If you want to go to the quarantine, I'll go with you. The Malborn set up the quarantine around the old graveyard. In the beginning, they were letting people inside and freely distributing the curative. But they closed the front gate a few days ago and haven't responded to any of our requests. Deshaan provided them with the old graveyard key when they first arrived, and I've seen Malborn coming and going through the back gate. If we go to the back gate, I'm sure we can get one of the Malborn to let us inside. Hey, you're going the wrong way! Fine. Go ahead and leave. I'll do this myself.
The Malborn really care about the little people. We received more help from them than we have from the houses or the tribunal.
Is this the place? Quarantine Zerg?
We're almost there. Soon, the Malborn will give us the cure.
If they get to me in time.
Of course they will. You'll be fine.
Look, it's just like I told you. The Malborn are using the back gate. Let's see if one of them has the key. Hey! What are you idiots doing?
I need aid!
Do we look like the plague? Did you see that? They attacked us. And for no good reason. Let's find the key and see what the Malborn are hiding in there.
got plenty of...
You have to open those gates event. What are they up to in there? And why won't they let me get a look at their curative? Oh, sorry. I didn't see you standing there through the haze of my indignation. Can I help you? No, wait. You can help me. I'm the town alchemist, and I want to get a sample of the Malborn curative. They refused to give me any. Proprietary formula, they said. Well, I want to figure out what's in this miracle elixir. I don't trust anything labeled proprietary. Do you always skip ahead in the story? No one has an iota of patience anymore. But yes, I need a few bottles of the curative. I'm sure you'll be able to find some inside the quarantine. Then we'll see what's in this proprietary formula. Just watch your step in there. I don't trust these Malborn or their good intentions. As long as you promise to collect the curatives as soon as we're done, ask away. Not much. They say they're here to help, but they certainly don't act like any charitable caregivers I ever met. I don't trust them. Which is why I want to find out what's in the curative they're pushing on the populace. There's not much to tell. They claim the elixir is a cure for the low-dose plague, but I haven't seen anyone recover from the illness yet. But I could tell you more once you get me a few samples of the curative to examine. Not much. They say they're here to help, but they certainly don't act like any charitable caregivers I ever met. I don't trust them. Which is why I want to find out what's in the curative they're pushing on the populace. I'm an alchemist. I took over for Arnis when he retired. I also have a bit of training as a healer. Before the Malborn arrived, I was the one the townsfolk came to see when they got sick.
Look over there. That's one of the Malborn. One of the husks must have gotten him. By the three, this place chills me to the bones. Let's see if we can find my brother and then get out of here.
Don't touch anything, and try not to breathe too deeply. The affliction, it's everywhere. The plague, it's in the air and the water. It's even on your skin. Crawling, burrowing, getting deep inside. Do you understand? It's not safe. And they're watching us. Always watching.
All right then. Now I feel icky all over.
Swing the watchers back.
That must have cost him. Extortion among friends.
No, I don't even remember saying that.
We're dangerous, huh? Watch me go!
Deshaan, my brother, what happened to you? By the three, I fear the plague consumes you, brother.
Verona, what are you doing here? It's not safe.
The Maulborn attacked us, and the afflicted are turning into plague husks. Oh, Deshaan, this is dreadful.
The Maulborn are spreading the plague. For some reason, they want everyone to become afflicted. They're not healers. They're monsters.
Lodos plague. I have no idea why. But it's clear to me that the Molborn curative is actually the source of the disease. Whatever they're planning, you have to stop them. That's not important. Get my sister out of here and stop the Molborn. Destroy the so-called curative and put an end to that mad woman, Nostrum Breva. Then convince her. I'm too far gone. I don't want to become one of those things and hurt my sister. Besides, she's a Redoran. She has a duty to the Cirque and its people. I knew you'd understand. Convince her to leave without me. I don't want her to see what happens next. I acquired some of the Molborn poison. A death of my choosing is better than turning into a monster.
Is my brother ready? I need to get him out of here. That's ridiculous. Why in the world would he want to stay in this dreadful place? I won't hear another word. He's coming with me, and we're going to make him better. He's not gonna die. He's not. Stop making sense, damn you. And damn him. And damn the Molborn. Oof, all right. Just give me a moment to say goodbye. Don't do this to Thesum. The Cirque needs you. I need you.
Oh, little sister. The Cirque will be fine. And so will you.
Damn you, brother. I'm going to miss you, but I'll do as you ask. And you, meet me outside after you've dealt with these Molborn bastards.
All right, we're done here. Pack everything up. We need to regroup with the other Molborn cadres and deliver this plague to the rest of Deshaan.
Anyone else?
You know about the Molborn. You can't stop the Molborn, you fool. We are the cleansing fire that burns across Morrowind.
this the place?
Were you able to acquire any samples of the Moleborn curative? I'm really curious to see what the elixir is made of. I've been watching the townsfolk who received the curative and came to the same conclusion. But I'll be able to tell for sure after I analyze the elixir. Take this. It isn't much, but I'm sure you didn't have too much trouble in there. Thanks for your help. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some alchemical wizardry to perform.
My brother is gone, and I fear that my uncle doesn't have much longer. This plague, it's taken so many good people. And it was a bad one. Just when we need guidance and leadership the most, he left Circamora without a consul. Me? Yes, you're right. I have to be strong for the Cirque. Dethesan was still a swit, though. That's the same conclusion I reached, but at least the Cirque is safe, for now. Here, take this, for helping me find my brother and expose the true nature of the Moleborn. You made it out? That's the same The Moleborn have been dealt with, but I could use a little more... It's my uncle. He's still ill, and his condition has taken a turn for the worse. Nalene is working to develop some kind of treatment, but she could use your assistance. She can't work at her alchemy table and also gather the components she needs. Talk to Nalene. Let her know I ask you to assist her. She can be a little aloof, but she'll tell you what she needs you to do.
Yes? It's nice to see you again. Yes? It's nice to see you again, of course, but I am kind of in the middle of something here. You certainly are an inquisitive one, aren't you? If you must know, Arnis lets me use his equipment until I can set up a shop of my own. Not that I really want to tell you my life story, but I was apprenticed to Arnis. Then the plague struck the Cirque and other priorities took precedence. I'll be on my own soon enough, provided the town survives this crisis. Did she? Well, I suppose I do. There are a few additives I require, but I can't very well walk away from my table while Ornis and the rest of the townsfolk need my skills. Even this interruption can prove disastrous where alchemy is concerned. I need Kind's Heart healing herbs, sour milk tea, and dragon scale mushrooms. The innkeeper usually has healing herbs. Grelflan loved sour milk tea, and Sorel Tatus had a taste for exotic mushrooms. You should find what I need in those locations.
Fine goods for sale.
Have any beds become available? My lord is terribly ill and needs to rest.
The situation is the same as it was the last time you inquired. You're welcome to remain here, or feel free to move into the next hall for a hot meal and a cool drink.
Merchant to the great houses.
Don't worry, my lord. I'll make sure you get a dose of the curative.
It's times like these when I wish I had more help around here. Is there something I can get you? Well, I might have some around here someplace, but Kyne's heart is very rare and valuable. I can make a fair bit of gold if I hold out for the right price. What? Why didn't you say so? Ornis has always been fair and pleasant to me, and he's a good customer. Please, take this. It's all I have left.
Have any beds become available? My lord is terribly ill and need...
We're dangerous, huh?
Where did you go to get those ingredients? Windhelm? No matter. You're here now. Were you able to acquire everything on my list? Healing herbs, dragon scale mushrooms, sour milk tea. Yes, it's all here. I need to stay here and monitor my patient's condition. Go over to the alchemy table and mix those ingredients together, please. You did it? Well done. I never doubted you for an instant. Now, let me have the mixture, if you please. This appears to be perfect. I truly am impressed. Now we'll see what happens and leave the rest in the Tribunal's hands. Our friend has done well. I'm not sure this will cure the plague, but it should at least slow down its progress. All right, that's it. Visiting time is over. Everyone out and let my patient rest.
Please, Mother Morrowind. Please help Uncle get well. I don't know how to thank you. Without your help, the Maulborn would have just... I know.
I'm happy to say that the suppressant works. It's not a cure, but it should buy me the time I need to find a way to beat the plague.
That's wonderful news.
So the Maulborn lied to everyone. I figured as much. This doesn't bode well for Narcissus, though. Narcissus sent me to investigate Quarantine Cirque. Now that I know a mad cult is they're appearing all across Deshaan. Even Narcissus is in danger.
To leave possessions with the Zab...
Did I miss anything good?
When are the guards going to do something about our missing people?
I assure you, we're doing everything we can. We're stretched thin as it is, but...
Excuses? Someone in need? When your family disappears, what excuse will you use then?
Did you come from the Cirque? We sent a guard over there to check on some disturbing rumors we've been hearing. This confirmed.
When are the guards going to do something?
Orcs to the south, mercenaries camped outside by the lake, and now people are missing. I'm not saying you don't know the half of it. It's the damn Lodos plague. People are scared. Many have already fled Narcissus to avoid getting sick. Of course, that's not what the remaining villagers believe. They think their families were stolen in the middle of the night. I've heard everything from a plucked-by-the-house leaders to elf-eating Bane King roaming the countryside. The Kin House is looking into it. Speak to whoever you want. The Kin House is more concerned with the coming plague than searching for people who probably just ran away. But I'm sure a counselor will hear you out. I'm not paid to think about this. That's a luxury for someone of higher rank than me. I'll admit something seems off-kilter. If only the house councillors would see it that way.
I told you, we're leaving this forsaken place. I'd rather... Wait. You're not my husband. What do you want? Narcissus... Do the guards search for our missing people? No, because the house councillors don't tell them to. I'm not going to become a victim. That's why I'm leaving. No one does anything in Narcissus if the Kin House doesn't command it. It's that large building over there. You can't miss it. Be careful, outsider. They might decide you're sick. Plague this, plague that. It's their only concern lately.
I heard you uncovered a lost shrine at Fungal Grotto.
How do you fight something you can't see? It isn't fair. I can't cut the throat of the plague. I can't smash its bones. I can only wait until it fills me with its blackness and takes my life bit by bit. Me? No, not yet. I wait for the plague to find me. That's all we can do, isn't it? The house leaders debate how to keep the plague out of Narcissus, how to protect us. Why do they even bother? They try, but the solution eludes them. We'll slowly fade away, one by one, as the plague takes us all. Gates can't stop it. We can't lock it out. Enjoy your last days, outsider, for the plague takes us all in the end. wife has disappeared and the guards refuse to act.
They never should have left East March.
My wife has disappeared and the guards refuse to act.
They never should have left East March.
I don't suppose you're here to buy a weapon. No, you probably just want me to fix... Look around. Narcissus is practically deserted. The plague, the curse, whatever you want to call it, it's driving everyone away. Or maybe that crazy story the villagers chatter on about. I think the people are scared, and they should be. The Lodos plague rushes onward, and Narcissus is directly in its path. If there's any truth to the other rumors, then I'm sure the House Councillors will deal with it.
And that's why we should seal the city. We can't allow more afflicted into Narcissus.
That makes perfect sense, old friend. But we can't cut ourselves off from the outside world.
If you truly care about our people, you'll seal Narcissus and be done with it. We can't take any more chances.
I'm sorry you had to witness that. My friend shows great concern. You'd think the entire town had disappeared the way everyone carries on. People are missing, but Giron has guards looking into the matter. For all we know, they fled to avoid the Lotus Plague. Very little. No one has actually seen any of these people leave Narcissus. And we don't have enough guards to follow up on every lead. I usually don't hire mercenaries, but these are desperate times. If you can prove these claims aren't just fearful delusions, report back to me immediately. You'll be rewarded. Ah, Narcissus, my beloved city. At its peak, Narcissus was a vibrant center of trade. Merchants would come from far and wide to hawk their wares. Profits grew, and House Hlalu reinvested it in the city. That seems like so long ago. Most are back east, dealing with corruption inside Mournhold. Few want to enter a region ravaged by plague. But I won't give up. Giron believes we must seal Narcissus to protect it from the plague. Narcissus is a center of trade, and such I haven't decided. They say I'm not aggressive enough, that my indecision hurts Narcissus. Perhaps Giron is right. I just don't know.
seen my damned apprentice? The boy's later than usual today. With my luck, he's probably gone off and gotten the plague. I wouldn't worry about it. I whipped him for messing up our shipments, and he's probably off sulking. The boy claims it wasn't his fault that we received the wrong crates. Like I believe that. He needs to pay better attention. They're stacked on the other side of the shed. Damn kids broke into them during the night, took whatever was in them and ran. If you want to pick through the...
You're looking into matters that don't concern you, outsider.
Where's my husband? By Vivek's beard, if he's drunk and passed out somewhere, I'll leave without him. That no-good, useless piece of Kwama cuttle. Oh, hello. You haven't seen my husband around, have you? Everyone knows my husband. Evis. If he hasn't borrowed something from you or finished off your Ash Lake ale, then you're not trying very hard. He was supposed to be back hours ago. That lazy lout is late. He ships our goods. He mentioned something about a botched delivery that he had to deal with. You know what he's probably dealing with. His thirst for ale. That would be a big help. I'm sure he's sleeping it off in one of the nearby houses. If you find an elf that smells of piss and ale, that's Evis. Tell him to hurry up or he's walking to Mournhold.
Please, I've told you everything I know.
One more lie and I make you stop talking. Permanently. Understand? I have no intention of letting an amateur screw up my investigation. Turn around and walk away. Now, you're interrupting my interrogation, that's what. And just as I was about to get to my favorite part, I have no quarrel with you. Not yet. So listen to me closely. You and I are on the same side here. I've been hired to track down the origins of the Lodos Plague. That doesn't matter. We've linked strange shipments to this courier. He refuses to talk, but I've never met a man I couldn't break. Take this letter to Councillor Ralden. It explains how vials of the plague were shipped into Narcissus.
could he be so stupid? I told him where to deliver the shipment, but he thinks he knows everything. That's why things get messed up. My apologies, just talking to myself, don't mind me. Nothing at all, don't mind me. Just a servant here. What's it to you, anyway? Why are you in my master's house? He's an important person in Narcissus. A writer. Writes all day, writes all night. But don't touch his journal. He can get frightfully angry. How would I know? I sweep, I dust. I don't read. The master would never let me look in his journal. His room upstairs is off limits. I stay down here, cleaning, just as my master tells me.
Some of my family traveled to the Cirque.
What do you want?
Fine goods for sale.
You're back. I hope you're here to tell me that my people are just imagining things and everything is fine. What's this? Notes? A journal attacked? Slow down. I've never heard of Vols. And the thought of someone smuggling Loda's plague into Narcissus frightens me greatly. But where are the missing people? This news is very disturbing. I'm at a loss. People disappear into thin air and someone brought a plague into Narcissus? That terrifies me. How could they even accomplish this without our notice? I need to seal the city. No one gets in or out. I won't let any more of our people vanish. Will you perform one more task for us? To facilitate your mission, the guards have been informed that you may come and go as you please. Find Giron Sadri. He's upstairs. He needs to know what you discovered. Do whatever he asks. I need to speak to the guards and prepare to seal Narcissus. Look, Vera, here comes the outsider now.
So, half of Narcissus must vanish and plague must threaten the city before Ralden comes to his senses? And it takes an outsider to make him understand. Perhaps my friend isn't fit to lead anymore. Of course he did. Ralden hasn't been able to make a decision on his own in years. At least he's finally doing the right thing. As for you, I have something you can do. The Maulborn are obviously involved. Any fool can see that. With the city sealed, all of the guards will be busy. However, you don't have those responsibilities. I suggest you slice a path through their camps by the lake. Look for anything that will tell us the location of the Lodos plague. Return when you find something. Slit it.
Yeah, back. Let's look back at mine real quick.
Did you hear about the Cirque? There is no cure.
Come on.
We're the best. Watching you harvest is exciting. I can't wait to see what you're going to do with that. Hey, you. Am I in trouble?
give up, do you? Before you ask, yes, I've been following you. No, I have nothing to do with the missing people or the plague, and no, I'm not here to fight you. That's out of the way. Feel better? Now let's talk about why Giron wants you dead. Of course he did. Sending an overconfident outsider into camps full of Malborn certainly sounds like a day at the fair. And if they killed you, you'd never find out that he brought the plague to Narcissus, would you? I've been watching Narcissus for weeks. We even have an agent inside the kin house. Anything that enters or leaves Narcissus is tracked, and those broken crates had Giron's name written all over them. The quest just doesn't look good. The organization I belong to doesn't. Sorry.
Keep us here, Raleigh. The guard has no right
Did you
to
hear?
keep us prisoners.
You're back. We need to talk. Ralden, let's just... I don't know. Narcissus? I have a feeling.
Entering with you really keeps the girl on her toes. You're getting stronger all the time.
And I evoke the right to privacy. Or I do Marum says Marum.
Why do I always drop things when I'm in a hurry? Keep your voice down and act like you're helping me. I can't go into details, not here, but I know you've been trying to find the missing people for House Lalu. Don't ask questions, just listen. We know where our people are being held, including Councillor Ralden. Follow the clues in the pack. I'll see you at the meeting place. Not here. Just look in the pack.
Let's ride.
You can't keep us here, Raleigh. The guard has no right to keep us prisoners.
House Hlalu wants us to believe that our friends and family left Narcissus without saying a word. But we have proof that they were abducted. And what does Hlalu do? Nothing. They seal Narcissus and refuse to let us act. No more waiting. We'll save them ourselves. We'll bring the abducted villagers home.
You found us. I apologize for my earlier abruptness. We heard you confirm that our people were taken. We're tired of waiting for House Hlalu to act. We know where our people are being held, but because of the lockdown, we can't go get them. I watched the Malborn abduct my egg sister. I saw where they took her. I saw Counselor Ralden and Advisor Giron go to the same place. You have to help us. I doubt the guards will try to restrain you. You can come and go as you please. Speak to Madras. Let him tell you.
You must be the one Slips told us about. She said an outsider was hired to find our people. That's a strange thing for an outsider to do, even for Hlalu Gold. What are you really up to? So that's it. Hlalu's leader disappears and they finally decide to take action. I don't give a damn about Counselor Ralden. I just want our people back. Act. We'll get weapons, ignore the lockdown, and rescue our people. If anyone tries to stop us, we'll cut them down. Are you going to help us or not? I don't want to fight them. They have their orders, but they're wasting time. Every second that passes is another second our people remain in danger. Sometimes, I know this isn't an easy decision, especially for someone who has no stake in this. But I have to know if you're going to help. We're going to rescue our families, or die trying. I don't trust you, outsider. We'll deal with this ourselves. Leave us. Run back to your house.
I heard you were there when Molar Grundo was defeated. Well done.
How did you get in there? Madras doesn't let just anyone attend his secret meeting. I've been passing information to him. My mother vanished, but I have my orders. So, I've been hoping Madras and his people would find something I could take to the house leaders. What? Madras is going to get those people killed. They're farmers and peasants, not soldiers. I can't let them do this. You need to find the missing villagers and get them to safety before Madras leads this group to its doom. I'll find out where Madras thinks they are. But first, you have to help me slow Madras down. Cause a distraction, something that will slow them down and give you enough time to find our missing people. Everyone's on edge because of the Lodos plague. We can use that. See the rats running around the village? Harmless, but people are afraid of them. Take this bag, grab as many rats as you can, bring them back here and release them at the door. That should scatter Madras's group for a while. You help me disrupt this meeting and save these people's lives, and I'll find out what Madras knows. The little switch.
Have mercy. That the guards refused to act.
How terrible. I heard Slip's two fingers lost her egg sister.
What's that noise? Rats! They have the plague! Run! Open the windows! Out of my way! Don't let them bite you!
Looks like the rats are moving in. I appreciate your help in this. Now no one will get hurt. Those people just want to see their friends and families again. But I don't want them to get hurt. Calling the guard. I got the information from my con.
Any sign of Giron or Ralden? That's good news. I also heard from my associate Nariu Virian. We may have finally gotten a few breaks in this sordid situation. Nariu told me you found a note at the Malborn camp. That might be a link to the creator of the Lodos Plague. This drastically changes our stance on the situation here. I care only about a name and a location. Such information brings me closer to fulfilling my current contract. Because of this, I've decided to offer some assistance. I'll gather the House Hlalu guards and follow you. Whatever you find, the guard will be there to back you up. Now go. Find your ally and save the Counselor. I'll catch up with you soon. I'll gather the guards and follow in your path. Now go. Find your ally and let's finish this. I've been here for weeks, playing the political games common to all Dark Elf kin houses. I've decided I hate such games. But you'd be surprised what you can learn if you just stand back and listen. Giron isn't our target. We're after the one who created the Lodos Plague. I decided to reach out to you and provide a modicum of aid. Your actions may lead me to the one I seek. Right now, I'm your very best friend. Work with... well, they're certainly not the altruistic organization they pretend to be. It's definitely a militaristic cult, but who controls them is still unclear. I'm sure they're connected to this Vox mentioned in the notes you discovered. No idea. We're still working on that. Giron isn't our target.
I've got the key and the location you seek, as promised. Our plan might have worked a little too well. You can still hear screams coming out of Madris's house. Ruins beneath Narcissus. You can find the entrance to the west. Old door. Looks out of place against the rocks. Door's locked to keep people out of the ruins. Guess... don't thank me.
much better than reading. You going to enchant something with that? Can I watch?
After I destroy you, nothing will stand in the boxes now.
Giron betrayed me. He killed our people and put Loda's plague into their bodies. Said it made it more potent. He needed a large supply of potential corpses. That's why he wanted Narcissus locked down. It's too late for me, but you must listen. Don't let anyone drink the water. The lake must be cleansed. And I need to tell you about Vox. She's their leader. Narcissus is only the beginning. They're making Loda's plague in the gorge. They're going to spread it to more.
I've lost hope.
There you are. Good to see you made it. Still alive, I see. I suppose that justifies Nariu's confidence in you. Did you find them? How's Ralo? Are they inside? I see. Ralden was a good man who cared for his people. He should be remembered that way. The guards are dealing with a Maulborn in the ruins. What happened in there? So that's why he wanted Narcissus locked down. He wanted a ready supply of plague carriers. House Hlalu will make sure no one drinks from the lake until it's cleansed. Narcissus is safe, at least for now. We'll get these people to the healers. You should get some rest. I fear things are about to get more complicated. The Maulborn are more dangerous than we thought. I'm sure your help will be needed again. We'll make sure these people receive care. When you have a moment, return to Narcissus and speak to Nariu. She has a lead on the name you uncovered. I'll join you as soon as I can. Yes, I had Nariu investigate the evidence you retrieved from the Maulborn camp. She discovered something she wants to share. Find her back in town.
In need?
Looks like it's your lucky day. Lots of good opportunities for pickpocketing here. Just saying.
I swear, I can't seem to finish a job without you showing up to complicate matters. Oh, just give me a moment, would you? I'm right in the middle of something here. The documents you found in the Maulborn camp contained several names. A few appeared over and over. After a little bit of digging, I connected one of them to our target. Because I also learned that Hlalu troops have been ambushed by superior Maulborn forces at the Obsidian Gorge. Our target leads those forces. We want the alchemist Saving Hlalu troops isn't part of our mandate. But maybe together. Now you've got it. Veron and I will join you shortly. We need to send our report and wait for...
No one goes into the gorge. Got that?
Do we say why the pass is closed?
Tell them there's death in the pass. Leave it at that.
Yes, Commander. The gorge is closed. If you're going...
Speak to Captain about that.
If you're planning to use the pass to Mournhold, find another route. It's not safe. The Maulborn have overrun the traders' camp and occupied the pass. By the authority of House Hlalu, this area is closed. It's a death trap. We sent in some scouts to assess the situation, but they haven't returned. I don't want to march in there blindly, but we can't wait much longer. This pass is too important to allow it to fall into the Maulborn's hands. It's the primary trading route between Mournhold and the west. It's also home to a traders' camp. Every caravan that comes through this part of Deshaan depends on that camp. That's an excellent question. Harassing caravan seems to go against their usual method of operations, doesn't it?
Let's go fast. Don't mess with the street, kid. Oh, good. I didn't want to walk. Magister Irin never let me watch him do this. It's so interesting.
Need to report back. Maulborn, the alchemist who created the Lotus Plague. The Maulborn can't bring cargo. Maybe. The manifests. Good. This should buy us enough time to act. Good question. Before we strike back, we need to gather our swords. I wish I knew how many of the others survived. I think most of them were captured. I saw some...
Feels good to get the blood pumping, right?
Those Nyx hounds won't take me. Won't make me into a husk. Bled myself with my own blade. No use to them now. That'll show them. What was I saying? Did Scout Marmine send you? I was glad she got away. The others, they're all gone. I've seen what the plague does to a body. I won't let it take me. But if the wards were destroyed... Arcane wardstones that make the Moorborn immune to the plague. A gift from someone called Vox. Sure would be a shame if those Aelits came down with their own plague. How about you smash those wards that are protecting them? I heard them crying out in the darkness. The plague's taken them. They've turned. The wards. Concentrate. Those wards keep the Moorborn from getting infected by their plague. Smash them. And may the plague take them all. Down into the cave. The same place they dragged the others. May the three watch over their souls now.
Don't underestimate us.
Don't underestimate us.
There's war, and then there's just slaughter. The Maulborn fight without honor. I don't expect we'll be taking any prisoners. I told you we'd be right behind you. I'm truly beginning to understand what Naryu sees in you. You certainly know how to get things done. Oh, she's out and about. Like you, she's out doing what she does best. Now, talk to the captain and let's get on with things.
Good, you're still alive. Scout Marmin told us she sent you to this cave. Veron says he knows you from Narsis. He and his ally have offered their assistance. We have to proceed cautiously. I don't want any more of my soldiers getting infected. But the Maulborn have to be dealt with. For good. Ah! That changes things. We've spotted the plague shipment they planned for Mournhold. I want those crates destroyed, but I need my troops at a safe distance when it happens. Always. A cliff overlooks their loaded wagons, and I've got archers up there. Get to Naryu Virion. Tell her to have the archers shatter the crates from above. We'll see how the Maulborn like being exposed to their own plague. Good idea. Exactly what we need. On your way, then. That tunnel will take you to the top of the cliff.
Let's go.
Ready for a fight? Once the archers start shooting, the Maulborn will swarm this overlook. Let me know when you're ready.
Archers, to your positions.
Once the arrows start flying, they'll be on us in no time. Here they come.
I'm gonna show off a little.
Doomed us all! Prepare to die!
We did it! All right, back to the cave. Change of plans. There's crates the archers destroyed. The plague is spreading quicker than dragon's breath. Can't go that way. Hey, I'm not an alchemist. I can only tell you what Veron told me. That stuff is potent. It spreads like wildfire. As soon as it touches skin, people transform into husks.
I warned that fool Deril not to go on ahead. If he's not a husk yet, he's probably a feast for one. That plague moves like lightning. He took some troops to the southern side of the gorge. He's looking for the Maulborn leader, the alchemist. I don't know if he made it that far or not. Don't need to tell us twice. We'll stay on high ground until the plague dissipates. If you find Deril and he's turned, do what you have to. Understand?
gonna be fun.
By Aeon! You've run through a gauntlet of plague and... We'll consider it a blessing of the Tribunal for now and leave it at that. The Molborn who haven't fallen to the plague are in retreat. We've just one final matter to attend to. We've got Medindral, the alchemist who created the Lodos Plague, cornered in these ruins. We need to capture him and find out how he did it. With you at our side, we can't fail. That's the spirit. We're right behind you. Remember, we have to find out how the plague was made. Then we can get to work on making a cure. Let's go. On your guard. We don't know what's up ahead. Look everywhere. Any clues we find may lead us to the cure. What did you find? What is that? That's the recipe for the Lodos Plague! We've done it! Wait! What's happening?
You resist my plague? Let's try a stronger version.
No! No, not that! Ah!
This is gonna be fun!
You didn't think it would be that easy, did you? I shall experiment upon your body.
do with Zimmer's voice. There.
I told you, Baron. Our champion survives.
Hey, a peg. Go on, peek inside.
What happened in there? Where's Dirul? He's gone. He died valiantly, then. Did you learn anything? Praise Vivek. With the notes, we can finally craft a cure. The Mulborn have fallen to their own plague. The merchants are already returning to their camp. The stuff in the crates was extremely potent, but also very short-lived. It came and went fast, and we haven't seen any more afflictions. But if this had reached Mournhold... Still, we can't lower our defenses yet. This was just one piece of the Mulborn scheme. But for now, the Gorge and Mournhold are safe.
You're brave, reaching in there like that.
With the death of the alchemist Merdindril, our contract is fulfilled. I'm not sure we could have accomplished it without you. On to our next assignment. We don't get a lot of downtime. We're always on the job, always watching. Are you heading to Mournhold now? Someone has to tell Ordinator Kilau what happened here. You appear to be available for the job. I'm sure we'll run into each other again. Hopefully it won't be because your name's on a contract.
My magic will destroy you.
Your soul is not free. Death is a... You have sundered the twin. Is the mad architect. You value your...
I'll be back soon. Bye.